is finally not retrograde anymore. She has station direct on April 12th. Honestly, the past 6 weeks of Venus retrograde has felt like the longest 6 weeks of my life. This was definitely the longest Venus retrograde that I've ever felt before. I couldn't wait for it to end. But we're not done. The storyline of the Venus retrograde is not done. Even though things do feel better now, okay? Emotions are stabilizing. We feel a lot more clarity surrounding things. Our relationships are entering a new era, mostly due to what arose during the Venus retrograde. Like, Venus retrograde showed us where we stand with a lot of people, and now the post-shadow period after Venus retrograde is kind of like how we're gonna moving forward. Like, this is where we're at with people. So with retrogrades, there's 3 parts to a retrogradation. There's the pre-shadow period, there's a retrograde period, and then there's the post-retrograde period. Right now we're in the post-retrograde period, so we're in part 3. We're not fully out of this retrograde story until mid-May. Annie Nicholas described this perfectly on our podcast. So imagine you are leaving your house, you're walking towards the front door, you're at the door, and you remember that you forget your keys. You have to turn around and go grab your keys and then go back, retrace your steps and to the front door. The walking to your door is the pre-shadow period. The stopping at your door, forgetting your keys, remembering and turning back around and walking back is the retrograde period. And then the walking back to your door with more clarity and feeling more prepared is the post-retrograde period. The pre-retrograde period started the last week of January all the way up until March 1st. So think of things that were started, big themes in your life, conversations being had, relationships being started, people that you met, jobs that you started. On March 1st to April 12th was the retrograde period. So basically anything that was started in the pre-shadow period, the end of January until March 1st, most likely going to be revisited, reevaluated, talked about again, just looked at through a different perspective. Maybe it reminded you of something from your past. A lot of past problems and past issues were being brought up. A lot of reworking, reevaluating. That's why retrogrades get the rep of being a chaotic time, because it's very confusing and emotions are heightened, especially during a Venus retrograde, because Venus rules things like love and relationships and finances, which is very important to us as humans in this society. But now until mid-May, you're in the post-shadow period. So these things are going to be brought up again, but we're being called to tie up loose ends. It's kind of like we feel wiser now. We have more clarity. We have more wisdom. We know how to move forward. We know where we stand in people's lives. We know what direction to move in. The creator's block has been lifted. It's a better time to make financial decisions. It's a better time to make relationship decisions as well. What was once bothering us at the beginning of the year is no longer bothering us anymore. We're realizing that it doesn't serve us anymore. We're being called to move forward in a more mature manner, in a more wise manner. So things could be brought up again to kind of test us. Be like, how do you want to move now? Didn't you learn the lesson? Like, it's time to make some moves. Big themes that have been going on basically the whole year of 2025 so far. It's time to enter a new season.